Hello everybody, welcome back again to Dad's office. Well, as you see here, this is what we're going to talk about today. Kind of as usual, some knives. So, I've kind of been working on making some custom kydex stuff for various reasons, like in this case, when I bought the knife, it didn't come with the sheath, or in this case, I didn't like the sheath that it came with, so I've been dabbling in it. I made 3 sheaths so far, and I'm going to show those to you today and see what you think. So, this first one, it was just a little scout carry kind of sheath. It came with a leather like pouch sheath. I didn't like it. That's not what it came with if you were to buy it new, but the store I bought this from, that's what they had it in, so that's what it came with. But pretty simple. I mean, as you can see, it's not well finished. I mean, it's okay. It's gonna be the Boker Outdoorsman. Really cool, nice little knife. 12C27 on the steel there. Pretty nice little knife, but decent sheath, works okay. Little click going in there. This one here, it's gonna be the Buck 124. I believe they might even call this one an outdoorsman. I'm not sure. But anyway, full tang knife, micarta handles. Nice knife, real blocky on the handle. But anyway, it's not about the knife necessarily. But so that was my first sheath. This was my second one. It's obviously not the best either. It is functional. I mean, as you can see there, though, a little bit of kydex on the blade there, because not necessarily the best. However, a little tight going in, little click there, pretty good. Just put a little leather drop loop on it, which, of course you can see is not done perfectly. However, it is functional. I didn't have a sheath for this knife. When I bought it, it was really, I guess I'd call it the display model, but so it didn't have a box or a sheath, but that's okay. Of course, they reduced the price of it due to that, which is good for me. Not a small knife at all. Of course, looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5-inch blade, or at least 6-inch cutting edge, I'd say. So pretty good sized knife. Pretty thick stock there. 1/8 inch, I'd say, just by looking. But anyway, that's that one. And went ahead and put a fire steel loop on there with shock cord, because this does have a 90-degree spine on it, so I figured why not put fire steel loop on it. Okay, moving right along here, trying not to spend too much time on these, so we'll move those aside. These are the ones that you probably really want to see, and it's the ones that I made the next sheath for. This here, it's gonna be the Benchmade 153 bolo, jungle bolo, sorry. And you see all the leather that comes off of the sheath on it. It's gonna be 1095 high carbon steel, which you don't see a whole lot from Benchmade. This is actually a discontinued model, so it is a little older, and that may be why they have the 1095. I'm not sure on that, but Santoprene handle, pretty nice knife actually. I like it, nice and thick on the stock there. I like this knife. Really, there's nothing wrong with the sheath. It's actually a really good, high quality, heavy duty sheath. Box X stitching there, thick stitching all around it with the rivets included. Well, all that. I mean, it's a nice sheath, but at the same time, it's a basic leather sheath. You can wear it, and that's it. You can't really do anything else with it. And then this one, this is the 15100. This is the nestucca cleaver. So this is a very excellent blade. This, it works great for everything. I mean, you can process tinder, you can process food with it, you can, skin game with it, you can do just about anything you need to do with this little cleaver right here. The main problem is, though, the sheath that it came with, which is a nice sheath. It is a Benchmade, so it is a nice sheath, heavy duty stitching and all that, good finish on it. But as you can see, there is no carry option for this. So, if you were to want to take this out into the woods with you, you're just going to have to slip it in your pocket, I guess, or put it in your pack. And I don't like that, really. I'm not real wild about that, because, in your pocket, you potentially could lose it. If it's in your pack, it could migrate to the bottom of the pack, or who knows where it could end up. So, here's what I did to solve that problem. Plus, I thought these two knives would go together well, since they both have the orange handles, and those are the only two knives I have that have orange handles. So here's what I made for those two, which I'm sure you saw in the thumbnail. So no big surprise there, but let me put these in here and we'll talk about that. Nice and smooth. Little click going in. These Santoprene handles, they really absorb the sound. So, and this one, not much of a click going in on that one. You can feel it, but you just can't really hear it. So anyway, that's how we're gonna have that. Gonna be set up on a dangler. Gonna have the diamond coated sharpening rod, the little compact fire steel and striker. Basically, it's the cheap Chinese knockoff of the Exotac. The Sunto compass and the Olight i5T. And all the components are removable. This is not really intended to stay on there, or to come off rather. The piggyback obviously is intended to stay on. But these, of course, you can remove to use, which they are in there really well. Don't even actually need the shock cord. I just put it on there for fun, basically. Now, the sharpening rod, to take it out, you would have to unscrew this collar here and then pull it out, because it does have a pocket clip on this side, which prevents it from pulling all the way through. And this aluminum collar here is wider than the barrel of the sharpener, so it can't fall through that way. So you can either unscrew that and just pull the rod out and use the rod that way. You can pull it out, use it on the sheath, or you can take the whole entire setup out and use it that way. So, Sunto clipper compass, also removable. You have to have it off the sheath to get your bearings correct, because as you can see right now, it's basically pointing up right now, more or less, is north there. So we'll put that back on and you'll see. There we go, clipped it right on. Now you can see that it is in fact pointing the other direction, not the opposite, but definitely not correct. So you have to take it off the sheath, get it away from all this metal to be able to get an accurate reading. So the Olight i5T, of course, as with the rest of it, is removable. But I also put just a slight little bit of a cant on it. That way when you're wearing it on your belt, you can actually turn the light on and you can walk and it'll shine right out in front of you. So basically operating hands-free. Or while this is hanging from your belt, you can take it and, shine it around anywhere that you would like to while it's in the holder. So that's a nice feature to have, I think, to be able to use it either way. So there's that. And then this is my dangler here. Whoops, I kind of forgot to get rid of some pencil lines there. Oh well. I just got done with it, so oh well. Got these Molly style clips here. So this is going to be a removable dangler. So you can open these up and you can remove this whole dangler assembly here, and this is spaced to fit Molly webbing. So you could attach that directly to the pack if you wanted, or you can carry it with the drop loop setup. So, and of course everything is in there pretty good. I mean, I don't think you're going to be shaking it around any more violently than that. So that there's not going to come out on you. So that's cool. Nice smooth draw, and it is actually a ballistic draw if you want it to be because of the weight of the sheath. But yeah, nice smooth draw on that. Same here, nice smooth draw on that. Perfect retention. Pretty decent little system, I think. The color scheme I went with on this is OD green for the main sheath, and then all the accessories are going to be flat dark earth. The little lanyards, which of course you can see they're OD green and orange, so it kind of ties everything together, and they're actually the fire cord, so they've got the fire tinder and all that stuff inside of them. So I thought that would be a pretty neat little addition to it. So there's that. And I'm actually thinking about maybe putting this whole entire system on eBay, but I don't know. I like it though. It's kind of neat. I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen them before. I'm not the first one to come up with it, but it is the first one I've made like that, obviously. So, but you can definitely tell progression, you know, if things getting better. So we'll see though. I guess watch on eBay. If you see it on there, you'll know where it came from. But this is going to be my next one that I'm making a sheath system for. Put in the comments below if you can guess what knife this is. Kind of move that lanyard a little bit there for you. So see if you can guess what this is. Be interesting to see if anybody can figure it out. But yeah, that's pretty much that. It's a quick, real quick rundown on that new sheath system there. Let's see, I didn't say that the cleaver here, the blade steel on it is S30V, so it's gonna be more in the realm of super steel, so it's gonna hold that edge for a very long time, whereas the 1095 would dull a little bit quicker. So I kind of thought that would be a really good combo. That way you could keep this, you know, for processing game and such, and have a nice, really sharp, long-lasting edge for that. But then you would have the easier to sharpen 1095 for your heavier work. And of course, this diamond rod is capable of sharpening either one pretty easily. So, well, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you guys. I just wanted to kind of show that and see what everybody thought about it, and let me know in the comments below what you do think about it. And be interesting to see what the next sheath looks like. I've already got it all drawn up and everything, and gonna be starting on it here pretty quick, so we will see what happens. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.